So, so tell me now, how long have you been doing the first aid on the Camino?
I went back. I couldn't go back in 6, so I went back in the year 7, 2007. That's 13 years.
Wow.
13 years, yeah.
You must have seen so many different types of injuries. What
Yes.
what would you say are the top 3, and are most of them avoidable?
Yes, all 3 are avoidable.
Yeah.
The top 3, obviously, are blisters come first, shin
Yeah.
splint, and then knees.
Had all
And
those. I know. I've never had a blister. I've never had a blister in 3 Caminos. I think I've had
wow.
shin splints. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, shin splints.
But I've got bad knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever had a blister. I would say for the people I treat, and this is not misogyny, honestly, it's not.
Yeah.
Hikers are really surprised when they get a blister because they're so used to walking, they're comfortable in their footwear, and they have no idea why they've got the blister, and nobody knows why they got the blister. And but non-hikers who then go on Camino, walk hundreds of miles, I would say that about 75% of my blisters are female non-hikers. Yeah, and every single one, their footwear is too small. And I have this image, and I now know because I took this woman with Jenny, who's also in Australia, my Camino. We took this woman who had the most appalling feet and these tiny shoes, and we took her to a sports store in Astorga and got her fitted for. They were keen sandals, Newports, very good footwear. And there were 2 types, and they were just fractionally different in size. And she chose the purpley pink ones because they were more female, and they were slightly smaller. And she should have gone for the slightly bigger ones, and she'd already bought small ones. I've got this feeling that non-hikers, a certain type of non-hiking female, goes into a sports store, tries them on, goes, looks in the mirror, and goes, "Oh, they're huge. Have you got that size down or some? I don't know." But
possibly,
I don't know. But I would say, yeah, about 75, and young boys.
Really,
young boys, yeah, because they just non-hiking young boys. They'll buy plimsolls or whatever you call them.
So what's your advice on size? I mean, I research this stuff to death, and I go a full size bigger, but then I wear 2 layers of socks.
Yeah,
your feet swell up, don't they? After a while,
they do, and also it's only go to a shop in the afternoon because your feet are bigger in the afternoon.
Okay.
Ideally, go and walk for a few miles and then go in the afternoon. Then take some thick socks of your own. For me, it's obviously fit. I mean, what fits perfectly for some person doesn't. I mean, for me, it's keen because they have a footbed that's perfect for me, and they're wide. But one of the things I do on Camino, because you can't make something bigger, is that if you take the laces out and then put them in about 3 holes up from the toe, start there, it allows the footbed to open up, the front to open up, so that when you tighten up your laces, you tighten up around the ankle, but you don't tighten your toes together. Most blisters are toes and heels, and now heels are, I mean, that's rubbing, so it's slopping up. But
so that's not lacing the foot down into the heel.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing to do is you put your foot in, you kick it in, and then you tighten it around the ankle. Don't tighten it around your toes. But there's no reason to have a blister ever. There's just none, because a blister doesn't appear. The body always gives a warning, because basically it's a friction burn under the skin, really. There's always a hot feeling, very, very small, localized hot feeling before a blister comes. And people don't stop. And the moment you get that hot feeling, you stop. take off your boots and your socks and put anything on it, a Band-Aid, a piece of Kleenex tissue, anything to cushion it, and you'll never ever get a blister. And it's the same with in between toes. Is just put some padding in there the moment you get the hot spot. But my stepfather, well, he died young. I must have been a teenager at home. And I remember where it was. It was I was doing the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, so I had to go off on a hike. And he joined the RAF regiment when the war started. And he said the top tip, and they got us to do it, is every hour they got us to take our boots and our socks off for 5 minutes when we were route, and then put them back on again after 5 minutes, but cross the socks over so any creases are in a different place. That's a good
idea. Yeah.
And I never, on Camino, I never go, well, I wear sandals now, so I don't have to. But when I wore enclosed footwear, I never walked for more than about an hour and a half or 2 hours without stopping, taking my footwear off, letting my feet breathe.
Yeah, I must say, we carry spare socks and we'll swap them over every couple of hours.
That's really good because damp socks, you get that lovely friction burn going in there, and the feet get hot.
It's funny, when I took my wife Pat on her first Camino, I introduced her to hiking wool, which is marvelous stuff. And the lanolin, if you put that on a hot spot, it provides the cushioning, but the lanolin oil as well. So it takes her about 40 minutes to get her feet ready in the morning, because Vaseline goes on the feet, and then the hiker's wool goes on, and then the thin liner sock, and then the outer sock.
Brilliant. And that is, I mean, you've gone right to it, Robbo. Take care of your feet. I mean, really be conscious of it. I mean, a lot of the casualties, feet casualties I get, they've walked on and on and on for days in pain without doing anything about it. It's just, and some I've had to take to hospital, because you're not walking anywhere anymore. And they just think they're big brave.
Number one was blisters. How do you avoid shin splints?
Shin splints are a real
hill, or is it?
Nobody really knows how shin splints start, but it would appear to be overflexing of the whole ankle thing. So you're always pulling that shin like that, and it's the ligaments don't like it, a lot flexing. And what I do with people who get them is I get them to half their pace. You get a lot of young, energetic people getting shins, because they stride across the landscape. And I've sort of walked in front of them and said, right, this is how you walk. Now walk like this. The Roman legionaries had very short paces, and they used to raise their knees. So I can't do it on here, but short paces raise your knees, and there's less flexing, and you can go all day. You don't need to do the long steps.
Okay.
And the other thing we do is the only thing you do is to stop walking until they're gone. Really, they're terribly painful.
And what was the knees?
Knees go on the descent. We're not designed. I don't think we might be designed to sort of hunt antelope, but we're not designed to go down steep hills carrying a big pack. It's like we're designed to jog along, just holding a spear. I think that's it. Knees are a problem. The real problem with knees is that the ground is rough, so the knee swivels all the time, and it's not designed to do that. It likes to go backwards and forwards. If somebody already has a poor knee, there's a company called McDavid, and they make a brace on either side of these aluminium hinges, and they force the knee to just not to swivel, but to go backwards and forwards. And I've got one for my bad knee, and they're brilliant. Obviously, too much weight.
Guilty as charged.
Oh, sorry, that was another thing about shin splints. Sorry, there's another thing about shin splints. If you, not now, do it later, but if you stand up without a pack and just stand up straight with your hands down by your sides, and then turn your elbows outwards, and then just lean forward from the waist without moving anything below, you'll feel all the tendons and ligaments in the front of your legs, especially from below the knee to the foot, all tighten up. And that's where you're going to get shin splints from. So what people do when they put a pack on, especially if it's too heavy, is they put themselves in that position before they've taken one step. So you have to walk as if you're not carrying anything. You have to walk. Australians do it. Australians walk in the most relaxed manner. I've never seen a hunched Australian. No, they're just
Can't say I've ever noticed.
Oh, Australians just stroll, and New Zealanders, but Australians, they just stroll along. They stop and chat to people. They stroke cats. They look up into trees. Their bodies are always erect, and they're always at the same place in the evening. I have no idea. I think they teleport or something. But you have to be able to stand straight with your rucksack as if you're not carrying it. And if you can't, you've got the wrong rucksack or it's too heavy. And it's that thing of standing straight, and it will relax all those muscles and tendons at the front. Sorry, I'd forgotten.
So would poles help? Do poles help keeping you upright?
I'm totally anti-pole.
Really? I love poles.
Oh yeah, sure. People love them.
I don't think I could do a Camino without poles.
I carry a pole. I make myself into a tripod, like a kangaroo. A pole for going up or going down, or on any bad terrain is fantastic, and two is better. Because we're not stable enough. But on the ordinary, you just see people just clicking with poles. They're not doing anything with them. And so I think they're great for stability. But I've tried it with two poles a few years, or about 10 years ago now. I stood on the bathroom scales. My feet on the bathroom scales. And I put the poles either side. And I pressed down as hard as possible. And I lessened my weight by about 2 pounds. It had no effect at all. Try it.
I've done that. I have actually done that experiment. I did it in a different way. I think I pressed down on the scale with the pole. But I reckon I'm putting 5 to 10 kilos downward force on my poles.
Try the other way around. Try
I really pushed down very, very hard.
Yes, but that sounds like you use them. And you get people, my pole, I always have it really high. I have it about here rather than down there. I have it up here.
I think unfortunately most people don't know how to use them. They just dangle off their wrists, and they're not putting any weight on them.
They just click along, and they lean forward, clicking along like some strange creature. That's what I mean about anti-pole, not anti. Used properly, they're fantastic. And obviously on any rough ground or any ascent or descent, they're almost indispensable. Because if you fall with a pack, you go down fast.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Some great tips to avoid the blisters and the shin splints and bad knees.